Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Here
Good,
at
thanks,
Archaea Systems.
Yeah.
So I noticed you had a very interesting sort of D-beam style controller or proximity controller to show us. Can we have a look?
Yeah. We've got a hover range of D-beam style controllers with a few added features. So this one here is a MIDI D-beam controller, which is currently controlling this sequence. So you can see on the display the output. So I can start it up and see what I'm doing with the waveform there. So you can use it like a fader. So if you want to stop it, it's like you're taking your hand off, and then when you come back in again, you can easily find your spot and go off again.
So it's got momentary.
Yeah, and there's a few other modes, so things like zeroing it, or sampling. Pretty good. And then a hold mode.
So you said sampling. Does that mean you can record a movement in there? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's doing. This one's doing like a sample and hold. It's when I hit the button, it's holding that level. The analog version also has a looper, so it's running a loop at the moment. So if I bring that up, so if I start recording. And then it will then play that back and loop it. So
that's like affecting sync by the sound of thing? Or
yeah, so this is a hard sync effect. And then you can like speed it up and use it like an LFO.
Neat. It's controlling this synth voice, right?
Yeah, this is the Loki analog synth voice. So it's like a full synth voice in a module. So designed to be a kind of analog workhorse. So you can free up your other modules. If you want just a basic sound, you don't need lots of modules chained up. But it's got a 2144 filter in it, so it's nice and warm and crunchy. So it's got a nice warm analog sound.
So you guys are sort of just starting out, right?
Yeah,
so
just
these are your first units.
These are all new products.
And can they be bought yet? Are they available?
They've not gone into production yet, but that's the next stage. So Hover and Loki are pretty mature now, and they've been tested. And there's also a new module which is currently in development, which is Exchange. So it's like a telephone exchange kind of idea. For common patches, you've got 8 inputs and 8 outputs. You can just pick an input and say, I want that input to go to here, here, and here, and then it's digitally controlled.
Like a matrix, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a digital mux, basically, which you can then preset. So it's useful if for live, or if you just got common things that you want to switch between, you don't want to unpatch and patch things up. So, yeah.
So what's the price for these, do you think, ultimately?
That obviously depends on volumes and so on, but Loki is sort of in the few £100 mark, and then Hover would hopefully be about half that, and something similar for Exchange.
Right, okay, well, so good luck with that, and we'll keep an eye out. So presumably you'll be able to buy them at Elevator Sound when they're ready, right?
So local to Bristol, and Elevator Sound have had this demo before, so yeah, they're familiar with it all.
Thanks very much.
Okay, cheers.